Hello, and you are most welcome to this pit stop for Ulanga. My name's Ronan, and Ulanga is a game designed by Viktor Bautista Roca for 2 to 4 players coming from GDM Games, taking around 30 minutes to play. Each of the players is attempting to guide two boats up and down the Ulanga River, which rises in Tanzania and flows to the Indian Ocean eventually, in order to get to certain ports around this modular board in order to make their deliveries and score the most points before the game ends. Now the board is modular, you can set it up any way you like. They just recommend a circuit for the first game, but other than that you can use these forks to your heart's content. On a player's turn, they're going to play one of their cards. You start with a hand size of 5. Now some cards affect the movement of the boat. When it's got a boat symbol like that, you can move either boat in either direction. In this case, we just move it 2. We've gone onto a port that's got no letter, so no one's able to score. You can do other things. You can turn around the position of a boat so that the white and black are facing in different directions. Why might you want to do that? Because you can then move the boat according to black and white arrows on these movement cards you're getting from the movement deck, and this would move it to the next blue square port along, which happens to be W. Now, whenever the boat stops in a port which is a letter, you're basically going to check your hand to see your port cards and see if you've got a matching port. So if I do 4 white here, now anyone can move this boat. If it lands on the D port there, I can play this Dakawa card from my hand. That now is going to score me points. I take a +2 point scoring token. And we'll move on to the next player's turn. And like I said, you can score on anyone's turn. However, there are restrictions that can be played from both of these decks and cards, the movement deck and also the port deck. For example, if this card is in play, we can no longer play any movement cards that relate to the black arrow, or possibly to the white arrow. And these port cards, as well as scoring with them, they also put in some movement restrictions. So this card here means that the boat will not be allowed to stop at a blue port if you play a card, so that card is no longer valid. If with these restrictions in play and with the movement cards you've got, you cannot move a boat legally, you wipe all the restrictions and you must flick one of your anchors over. Now that increases your hand size by 1, you go up to 6 or 7. However, any anchors that you don't flip over by the end of the game are going to be worth 3 points. There's a certain number of scoring tokens, depending upon a number of players in the game, 5 per player. And if they ever run out and everyone's been very successful, or if any player flips over all 3 of their anchor tokens, that will be the end of the game. You add your scoring tokens to any anchors you've unflipped, and whoever has scored the most points will be the winner of Ulanga. This has been a Game Pit Pit Stop. For more videos like this, check out our YouTube channel. For more in-depth coverage of gaming, please check out the Game Pit podcast. Thank you.